What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jimmy Shoot TV, and today we're talking about a deck that slaps yourself. Yeah, it slaps yourself. It's so good it makes you slap yourself. And that deck today is Stunfisk. You already right, Stunfisk V. Let's get into it. I had to figure out a way to play this, to play Stunfisk, to make it a viable card to play. First of all, the deck really moves around this card. This card being, the attack being Trapping Bite, right? During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, put 12 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. The only thing that moves around this is Boss or Escape Rope, so we're really not worried about that. But this guy is a pretty unique ability, and that's this Pokemon gets 20 HP for each metal energy attached to it. So we want to limit the amount of damage someone can do to us. So basically what we're going to do is we'll add Metal Goggles in to take 30 less damage per hit, and then we're also going to use Luke Metal to go ahead and hit him with the full metal wall. This takes 30 less damage. Also, if you have more than one an additional energy on this Pokemon, you can discard all energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So you kind of slow them down and get them back. The way we move the energies around is Bronzong, and that's just for shifting stuff around. Maybe you want a hard retreat, whatever. We got switches in play, so you can definitely get this 4 retreat cost guy out the active. We do have Zacian in the beginning to entrap the sword to draw, maybe get some energy acceleration early if you get lucky. We got 4 Metal Saucers, bring it back in. Obviously you need Mew to stop the bench from getting damage from, you know, regular attackers like Rapid Strike Urshifu, or pretty much anybody that shoots damage to the bench, not damage counters. Quick balls to get out the Pokemon you're looking for at any time. Avery to kind of slow down things like Eternatus, but also to disrupt benches that run a bunch of Sobble and Intellions, sniping Intellions, the searching card, shady dealings Intellions. So you basically put this card in for that. Caitlin for last, you know, worst case scenario, you got a large hand and you want to use Caitlin to discard the hand, not discard it, but put it at the bottom of the deck, and you select whatever card you want to put down there, and you draw that many cards. Cynthia Caitlin to bring supporters back in. 2 of Boss's orders. Running 3 Swell to kind of keep Path to the Peak out, because Path to the Peak will ruin this. They'll ruin it pretty fast. Mallow Lana for heals. I'm thinking about maybe adding a couple Mallow Lana just as like a heal. Right now it's a 1 of. I might change that. Marnie, 4 Marnies obviously for draw support. 3 Professors for draw support, and then you know, 4 Goggles and 12 energy. Now I am thinking you could probably get away with taking a Marnie down or an Avery and adding more Mallow and Lana if you want heals to sustain. Basically you kind of want to last with this guy, but certainly we just want to check it out, see if we can get some wins with it, and just a unique way of playing the deck, really. Hopefully we do get the wins that we're looking for, get into it, you know, maybe run the ladder, make a new meta deck. So let's find our first enemy here and see what we get. I'm excited about this one. All right, here we are. What do we got? Got a weird Zacian sleeve box over there. Maybe he's running ADPZ. Hopefully he's not. Definitely want to go first because you want to get out a Luke Metal and get 2 energies attached by the time you do the metal wall. So definitely want to get out first, or you can wait. You can also stall a turn, you know, at the metal wall immediately. You can probably hit for 50, then metal wall, and that'll help you accelerate some energies as well. That attack from Luke Metal that hits for 50, you also get to draw and attach a basic energy card from the deck. So we might want to do that, but we'll see. All right, so what we got is the Stunfisk right off top. Not the best hand, but we do get Goggles in play. We kind of want to get a Bronzor going, if anything. Let's see, we're going against Copperajah. Okay, Copperajah and Zacian. That's not bad. Don't get any draw supports, so that kind of sucks. But any Pokemon, I'm sorry. I got plenty of draw support in hand. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we get Marnied. That way we get to use pretty much two cards for searching the deck. Let's see what he does. It's interesting when you see, this is like baby Copperajah, so kind of weird. I haven't seen this deck played yet. I doubt it does enough energy. I mean, it does enough damage for the energy consumption that it needs, but I'm pretty sure it's running a Bronzong, so it could probably definitely accelerate energy, at least in my opinion. That's even if he's here. I don't know what's taking this guy so long. Okay, so he's gonna put the energy on Zacian, and he's trying to immediately Intrepid Sword for maybe loading up the Zacian, which isn't a bad idea. We didn't draw anything great from this hand. We have a Swell, but that really doesn't help us. Pulling out, I think he should get a Bronzor. Yeah, there he goes. Definitely get the Bronzor down. And that's good. Going for Intrepid Sword, so didn't find any energies there, but that's not bad. I think I have to maybe just drop the Swell and Marnie. There's really nothing I can do here. Kind of messes up his Intrepid Sword though. Okay, we did get a Zacian, so at least we got that going. Not worried about getting attacked yet. We could put a second Stunfisk down, but there's really no need to. I don't really see the need for a Mew, so go ahead and Intrepid. Get one energy out of that. Plus we also get the Luke Metal and the Bronzor. So this isn't bad. And we have a research in hand. I mean, currently he doesn't have the energy. He's clearly going Luke Metal as well. The full metal wall. But the full metal wall won't help him. He's still going to put the 120 back on himself. Oh, we drew a handful of energy. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Gonna Intrepid Sword probably again. Because he's got Luke Metal, I don't think we want to attach energies onto Stunfisk right now. It could be costly. Intrepid Swords for one energy is in play. He doesn't get it. Okay. You can still manually attach. Isn't the worst case scenario. And we didn't find it, but we did get a quick ball and a switch. So we can go one prize card here. If we wanted to, we do need to get a Bronzong in play. He went with Copperajah. He's got 2 energies. He can attach maximum 3 this turn. I think he's probably just going to Intrepid Sword and not put the energies on. If he does put the energies on to Copperajah, we can just knock him out here. If we pull a boss, we can also just knock out the Zacian, who has the energy right now, which would be fine. He's going to Marnie us. Hopefully we Marnie to energy ball switch. Energy ball switch, we're good. And we got an energy, but not the ball switch. So interesting. Interesting. I think we're just gonna Professor here, maybe Goggles onto Zacian. That's how we're gonna have to do that. Got a switch, so he can definitely full metal wall right now. Okay. You can't boss here, so putting the energies on him really doesn't bother me. Yeah, that doesn't really bother me at all. We're gonna discard this energy for Saucer. Get some stuff into play. I think he understands the mistake he just made by putting that on him. Yeah, he's going full metal wall. Not the worst, so we're doing 200 damage to him. So, I mean, it's not the worst case scenario. We can attach energy here, but I don't think we want to. There we go, energy and a switch. We have a Luke. We can metal wall back. But he can't knock us out with anyone anyway, so I think I'm gonna go here into a switch. We can Mallow Lana out of the switch. So let's put the 200 on. Because of goggles, we're not really getting too hurt right now. So this makes sense. It's all about the switch and the draw. So maybe if we can top deck a Bronzong, we can top deck Bronzong, we're in a really good position. But we can Mallow Lana and switch, so we're still in a good position. Gonna go 4 for the 150. The goggles, he's not gonna do really any damage to us. We're knocking him out this turn, and because he's gonna lose that much energy, he'll probably just lose. 120. We're gonna go into yeah, we're gonna go into Mallow Lana. Get rid of these 2 cards. Go into this, and then we could just switch back. So what a top deck, really. I mean, there's really not much you can do here. And most deck specialization, they run pretty well. And then now it'll leave us the option to full metal wall with the energies. So I'm pretty sure he would Marnie here. He can't really attack. So I'm kind of so, wow, this is weird. That's weird. Okay, he needs the damage counters anyway. They can do 240, but that doesn't help him. Third energy on Luke. Marnie. We do have to get out the active. So pulling a switch might be a good situation, but we can hard retreat here. We can hard retreat, but I think I would rather Intrepid Sword and waste the time than hard retreat. I don't really need to quick ball anything. I think a Avery would be a good play here. But we can Stunfisk away. We really don't need to draw anything. We're just thin a little bit. Let's get the energy put on Luke. Go ahead and Intrepid Sword. There we go. Now we can Bronzor, and we have the Avery to kind of make him, I'll say, probably gonna get rid of the Bronzor and the Jinx. He's got to get his bench down to 3. Professor's research for a Saucer, he can attack for 230, which is technically just 200. And I'm only attacking for 200, so there's really not much you can do here. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna Intrepid Sword, which is a smart play. All right, let me go ahead and guess energy here. I use Bronzor right now. We can metal transfer 1 from this guy to here. Hit 2. I don't need to metal wall right now because there's no real Pokemon that can attack me. So maybe we take one from this guy and we put it here. And we hit done. I think we're gonna hard retreat into Stunfisk now. And then we're just gonna put the hit on him. But let's Avery first. Make him discard some Pokemon from his bench. We do have goggles for Luke. That's good. And we have a switch in hand, which is even better. And we do have a boss. So we can wait to... He gets the energy. Can boss up any person here and knock them out. Or leave Stunfisk in the active. Because we definitely want to use our move here, trapping bite for the 12 damage counters. For the next guy, he's gonna have to boss me out, right? So we're only doing 30. He's not gonna tackle this guy, and that's fine. The 120 though, will go on this guy. And I don't believe Metal Wall helps you in that situation, so. Oh, I think he misclicked. Put the damage on himself. He's supposed to put the damage on him. Oh, that's tough. Oh, that's tough. I think our opponent misclicked. We will boss around it. That's cool. Can manually retreat. Gotta get 2 saucers in play. Oh, he's got a switch. Okay, this is fine. He didn't put the damage counters on himself, which is kind of weird. And also we can full metal wall here. This gives us the opportunity to do such, and then we'll throw all his energies out. So this works for me. He was supposed to put the damage counters on himself, and I think he just misclicked. The new animations, probably. But it's definitely looking good. He does put the Vengeful Stomp on it, so that's fine. Oh, if a bench Pokemon, never mind, I didn't misclick at all. Bench Pokemon. Okay, so now we're fine here because we're just gonna full metal wall. Well, let's further disrupt his bench. He probably will get rid of the Jinx. Jinx is a liability right now. Zacian already has the damage counters on him, so ooh, why would you get rid of Caparanja? Okay, well, that was weird. That was a weird play, but we can now full metal wall. And good night to all his energy. That ought to make him rage quit. Or maybe not, but that would definitely make me rage quit. What we're gonna do is gonna switch transfer energy to Zacian and knock out the Caparanja if he doesn't get out the active. We can also knock out the we can boss up the Zacian, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll boss up the Zacian because it'll take its energies away. So we're gonna switch into Zacian, boss this Zacian. We're gonna transfer energy. 1, 2, and 3. We're done. And then we're just gonna hit him with Brave Blade. Do the job. And now he knows he's only got 1 shot at this, which we have a switch. Manual retreat. We can just knock out Caparanja or Bronzong and win the game. That is well played. GG, my friend. But seeing the deck in full action, you really didn't get to see the Stunfisk in action. Alright, here we go. We are going against Ana Hunter. We are going first. Very interesting. What? Okay. Not the best hand. Also not the worst hand. Looks like he's running a lot of Bruno and Rod, so it's probably a single prizer. Maybe Malamar? Oh no, definitely not Malamar. Yeah, we're gonna have to stick here for a second. We're gonna have to stick around for a second. Hopefully we draw maybe a quick ball top deck, a quick ball, or a Pokemon. It's a psychic energy. It is. It is indeed Rapid Strike deck. It is Malamar. Interesting. We already have a resistance to psychic, so that's kind of nice, but it is indeed. Cool. Okay. I'm not so much worried about this toggle, but we have to put it somewhere, right? Also, well, goggles, maybe even this guy. Actually, that's exactly what it would be. Okay, so I was going to, I should put the goggles on this guy, but I was going to Intrepid Sword, but now I'm thinking to do a hard retreat. Extra animation. Oh. Bronzor, there we go. In this deck, there's not too many options as far as switching goes. Not switching, but boss. Things like that. They run a lot of Rapid Strike cards, so Inkay Malamar. It's interesting. And it's doable. Can win. Like you can't. He's going catcher. Brings in the Zacian. No big deal. We can still hit him and knock him out. He's in a pretty rough spot. He's in a pretty rough spot. No matter what happens here, he's definitely in a rough spot. Definitely not going to do enough damage. And also with all the math, gotta be confusing. We're making him do way more math than he wants to do. That's for certain. Little Marnie. Gives him one more card, but not too worried about that. Have a switch, Mallow Lana. It's perfect. We will Intrepid. No, we'll Brave Blade. Get rid of this guy. Move it along. I mean, it's an interesting deck. The play is not too favorable. Right now we're taking 30 less damage. Part of me wants to boss the octopus. This is, in my opinion, this is not the best way to run this deck. The Minccino Encino line is not the best way to run Inkay, in my opinion. It's a very slow, clunky, inconsistent way of running it. Cool down here. It's the obvious play. That's all you have. So he's gonna go create his focus. Okay. The Mallow Lana is really gonna hurt him. The Mallow Lana is really gonna hurt him. I think that's the part that he's not gonna like. If we don't get him here, do we want to switch? I think we just want to switch. Then we can Marnie. Giving him 1 card's no big deal. He can always get up to 6 cards in his hand. Now the Avery is going to disrupt this deck very, very much. That's going to hurt him. Not, you know, how he's running it. The Avery is going to hurt him. Now we're keeping a Stunfisk in play. He's going to have to get another card down. He's going Cinchino. Yeah, okay. He has too many non-rapid strike cards in this deck. Kind of oddly surprising. Now the question is he's probably gonna have to drop the other. Oh, this is so good. He's gonna hit himself, right? He's gonna barely do any damage, and he's gonna hit himself. He's gonna Lucario still though. Knocking himself out for me. Which 120? We have 240 health right now. Wow. That hurt him. Okay, now we can... Well, we could Stunfisk back, but we're gonna Avery. Ooh. Yep. That definitely hurt him. Gonna send this in. We're gonna saucer energy, get the knock, and the next Pokemon he hits me with just knocks himself out. He can always Karina after the before the Lucario. I would Karina first. Oh, he Lucario'd first. Yikes. I don't think he understands how the deck works. That was tough. I would have used Octillery first. I would have used Octillery first for Karina, then Lucario. That way I'll have 9 cards in my... Out of those 9 cards, you could have found an EK instead of a Rapid Strike searching for an EK. He attacks here, he doesn't do enough damage, and he's just going to knock himself out. And this is what the Stunfisk does. So, yeah, he's just not enough damage to knock me out. And you knocked yourself out. So, I mean, it's gotta hurt. Yeah, frustration quit. And that's that. Well, there you have it. That is my version of Stunfisk. You got to see it in action, defensively, offensively. Is it good? It's fine. You can do some things. You could definitely improve it. Maybe play more Mallow Lana instead of draw supports. Once you're set up, definitely you want to go in for heals if that's your thing. But other than that, I mean, the deck works fine. I like it very much, so enjoy it. If you enjoyed your time here, make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch. Deck list will be in the description below, and also the link to my Twitch will be in the description below. And I appreciate everyone for watching the video and stick around this long. Thank you guys. This is Jimmy Shoot TV saying have a good day.